Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is a seriously crazy day in the soap world, and honestly, I'm just trying to process what I just read. Grab a huge cup of coffee because we have a massive amount of drama to talk about today, and I am still reeling from the news. So, Will Spencer. What on earth is happening with Will Spencer? I mean, let's be real for a second. Just a few episodes ago, we were talking about how Will was just a normal guy caught in a really bad spot. He was drowning in all those corporate secrets for Logan. Katie forced him to keep his mouth shut about Hope's defection and Shauna's new jewelry line and the whole Hope for the future diamond thing, and we all saw the pressure building up. We saw him snap and punch her Jay at the beach house. But this new spoiler, this is next level crazy. And I just can't believe the writers are actually going there. I mean, Will completely loses control after Elektra breaks up with him. Like, completely loses his mind. He doesn't just send angry text messages or show up drunk to beg for her back. No, he secretly breaks into the beach house. The beach house. The same place where Elektra just dumped him and threw her necklace at him. He sneaks back in there like some kind of horror movie villain. Just picture it. Elektra is probably alone in the beach house. She is probably exhausted and crying and trying to figure out her life because Ridge just gave her that horrible ultimatum to stay away from Will. She is vulnerable and Will just creeps in. And then he knocks her out. He actually physically attacks her and knocks her unconscious. What were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well for his character? You can't just knock your ex-girlfriend out and expect the fans to ever forgive you. The fans on social media are going to absolutely riot over this. I am already seeing the angry tweets in my head. But it gets worse. It gets so much worse. So after he knocks her out, he doesn't panic and call 911. He doesn't realize he made a horrible mistake. No, wait, it is actually way darker. He drags her into a closed room and locks her in. He literally takes her hostage. Will Spencer is now a kidnapper. I need a minute to process this because it is so wild. I have been covering this show for a while and we have seen some crazy stuff. We have seen Sheila Carter shoot people and Thomas Forrester use mannequins and keep secrets about baby Beth. But Will was supposed to be the good Spencer. And then Elektra wakes up. Imagine the pure terror she must be feeling. Her head is pounding. She is locked in a room, and the guy she thought she loved is standing there looking like a complete psychopath, and Will is just frantic. He is pacing around the room and going on this manic rant. He starts wildly claiming that all of their relationship problems are caused by Ridge and RJ. It is all their fault. Ridge and RJ ruined everything. Ridge and RJ are the villains. Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh on the writers, because honestly this does make a little bit of psychological sense if you really look at it. Will has been pushed to the absolute brink. Ridge has been acting like a total dictator, threatening Elektra's career if she doesn't dump Will. And RJ has been hovering around Elektra like a vulture waiting for the relationship to die so he can swoop in. RJ was literally at the beach house defending Elektra and fighting Will. So in Will's twisted, broken mind, Ridge and RJ are the monsters who stole his girl. He doesn't see that his own lies and his own violence are what pushed Elektra away. He is completely blinded by jealousy. So he is screaming and ranting about the Forresters. And he tells Elektra that only he can bring her true happiness. Only him. It is that classic, toxic, obsessive soap opera love. Nobody loves you like I do, that kind of thing. It is chilling. It is honestly giving me goosebumps just thinking about how Tanner Novlin. Wait, no, Crew Morrow plays Will. Crew Morrow is going to act the heck out of this scene. He is going to be so scary and so intense. And then Will gives her an order. He forces Electra to pack her bags. He tells her they are leaving. They are going to run away together to a remote island where no one can ever interfere with their love again. An island, because of course it is an island. The Spencer men always think that money and private jets and remote islands can fix their problems. Bill Spencer has pulled stunts like this in the past. Remember when Bill blew up a building? Remember when Bill locked people in towers or on yachts? The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Bill's toxic genes are finally showing up in Will. But forcing her to pack her bags while she is literally his prisoner, that is so dark. Electra is terrified. The notes say she is absolutely horrified because she realizes that Will is no longer the boy she loved. The sweet, understanding Will who tried to balance his loyalty to Katie with his love for her. That guy is dead. He is gone. The person standing in front of her is a psychopath whose reason has been completely consumed by jealousy. I feel so bad for Electra. I really do. I know sometimes she can be a bit whiny, and last week I was getting annoyed with how she was treating Will over the Logan secrets. I even said maybe she was overreacting. But wow, I take it all back. I completely take it back. She had every right to be mad about the secrets, and she definitely did not deserve to be knocked out and kidnapped. Nobody deserves that. She is trapped in a locked room with a guy who has lost his grip on reality. How is she going to get out of this? Let's think about this. Will she try to play along? Sometimes in these hostage storylines, the victim has to pretend to agree with the kidnapper just to stay alive. Maybe Electra will pretend to pack her bags. Maybe she will tell Will that he is right, that Ridge and RJ are awful. Just to calm him down, she has to survive. She has to use her brain because physically Will just overpowered her and knocked her out cold. And what about the outside world? Who is going to notice she is missing? Ray J. RJ is definitely going to notice. RJ was just at the beach house. He just fought Will. He knows Will is dangerous. If Electra suddenly disappears, RJ is going to sound the alarm immediately. He is going to go straight to Ridge and Brooke and Steffy and tell them that Will did something. And Ridge. Oh my gosh, Ridge is going to explode. Ridge already cornered Electra and told her that Will is a dangerous, unhinged threat to their family. Ridge literally predicted this. Ridge is going to go on a rampage. He is going to call the police. He is going to hunt Will down. The war between the Forresters and the Spencers is going to reach a boiling point that we haven't seen in years. And what about Katie? Katie Logan Spencer is going to have a complete nervous breakdown. Think about it. Katie is the one who forced Will to keep all those secrets in the first place. Katie told him it was just business. Katie made him lie to Electra about Hope's defection and the HFTF diamond. The guilt of those secrets is what caused Will to snap and punch RJ. And that punch is what caused Electra to dump him. And that breakup is what caused Will to become a kidnapper. Katie's corporate greed and her obsession with beating Forrester creations literally destroyed her son's mind. When Katie finds out that Will assaulted a woman and kidnapped her, she is going to blame herself. Or maybe she won't. Maybe she will blame Ridge. You never know with Katie these days. But honestly, I am just sitting here staring at my screen and trying to wrap my head around the logistics of this. How did Will even get into the beach house without her noticing? Did he hide in the shadows? Did he wait for her to turn her back? It is so creepy. It changes the entire genre of the show for a minute. We go from fashion shows and boardroom arguments to a literal psychological thriller. And I have to wonder if this is the end of Will Spencer on the show. Because how do you redeem a character after this? How do you come back from kidnapping your ex-girlfriend and forcing her to run away to an island? Thomas Forrester did some terrible things, but he had a brain tumor or whatever excuse the writers gave him. What is Will's excuse? Just pure jealousy, just a broken heart. That doesn't justify assault. The fans are not going to let this go. They are going to demand that Will goes to prison. I guess maybe they could say he had a mental break, temporary insanity. The pressure of the Logan secrets, the trauma of the breakup, the physical adrenaline from the fight with RJ. Maybe his brain just short-circuited, but still, Elektra is traumatized. She is looking at the man she wanted to build a life with, the man she ran the jewelry line with, and she sees a monster. That fear is going to stay with her forever. Even if she escapes, she is going to have PTSD. I really hope RJ is the one who saves her. I know a lot of you guys don't like RJ, and I get it. He can be really annoying and entitled, but RJ genuinely cares about Elektra. He stood up for her when Will was getting violent. If RJ kicks down that door and saves her from Will, it is going to cement them as the next big super couple. The trauma bonding alone will tie them together for years. And just think about the ripple effects. Bill Spencer is going to try to protect Will because Bill is Bill. He will probably hire the best lawyers, or maybe he will even try to help Will get to that island to avoid the police. Can you imagine the shouting matches between Bill and Ridge? Ridge screaming that Will is a psychopath, and Bill screaming that Ridge pushed Will over the edge with his ultimatums. It is going to be amazing television, I won't lie. But right now, in this exact moment in the story, it is just dark. It is just a terrified girl locked in a room with a boy who has lost his soul to jealousy. Will pacing the floor, muttering about how Ridge ruined their lives, shoving a suitcase into her hands. Pack your things, Elektra. We are leaving. Nobody can stop us. It is so chilling. I don't know, guys. I am honestly a bit tired of characters getting ruined for shock value, but at the same time, I am completely hooked. I cannot wait to see how this plays out on screen. Will Elektra fight back? Will she hit him with a lamp or something? I hope she fights back. She has that Forrester fire in her, even if she is just an extended family member. She needs to fight. So yeah, that is the massive news for today. Will Spencer is officially the villain of Los Angeles right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you as shocked as I am? Do you think there is any coming back for Will after this? And who do you think is going to rescue Elektra? Drop your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in the next update. I need to go take a nap and process this madness.